Good afternoon, everybody. This is Brian Gardner, and I just want to go over kind of a market recap and just show you some other points that you can use besides deviation levels. So one that I want to point out is the pivot points. Now you can find pivot points. I like to use dowfutures.org. I don't endorse them or anything. That's just one that I like to use. Dowfutures.org, they have a good one. There's a few other sites out there. Even the Nadex chart has that indicator on it. So if you're going to use the Nadex chart, which I do from time to time, especially if I'm out and everything, I will use the pivot points on there as well. But kind of what I wanted to go over is, you can see here the market opened up kind of bearish. Kind of had a little bit of a bull run, not much. I mean, this is like 3 minutes. They just were fighting here at market open. It was unbelievable. Even on the 1 minute chart, it was just crazy. So they had a little bit of a run. Well, they came back down. They got to S2, and you see I have it marked here. What this level is this is a support level. The pivot point, which is going to be up here, basically these pivot points, they're going to be drawn at market open. Market's going to, whatever the market opens at, that's going to determine these pivot points. Okay, so market opens around this area, and I'm not, Siri, leave me alone. I'm not talking about the options market opening. I'm talking about Sunday night, the open, when it opened up. See, it's up in here. Anyway, so we'll get back to our starting point. So basically what happens is price comes down and it touches, even passes the S2 level, and that's going to be your support level. It's kind of an important support level. You can see that price got past it, the body of the candles above the support level. Then the bears come back in, they pull price back down below it, and then look what happens. You get a nice pop here. This can be your point of control. This wasn't, the point of control wasn't at this area at 10 o'clock in the morning, nor was the value area, wasn't drawn completely. It was a lot smaller. It was more like here and down here, but it started moving down as the day started going on, especially when you kind of had these areas coming down. This volume is what plays a huge role in where your volume area is going to be. The more sells and buys that come into the market, the more it's going to affect these lines. Your value area is going to be where the most trades happen throughout the day. Okay, that's going to be kind of your most profitable area. This point of control area, which is, you're going to see this kind of red line going through it, this is where the most trades happened that entire day. Not the range like the value area gives you, but the most amount. What this tells me is price gets above it, it goes down. You have a lot of people in this area who are invested into the market. They have got a lot of money, and there's been a lot of contracts, a lot of exchange of money in this area. And I also have a Keltner on here. You can see it is kind of, I just have it on there. I like the Keltner. It shows me when things get a little outside, it's going to bring it right back in most cases, unless you have a really strong trend going on. Anyway, so it goes down, price goes down below S2, and it spikes. So what it's telling me is, yeah, there was a nice bear run all the way down to S2, and what happened, the market would not let it go beyond that point. It just wasn't going to happen. When it tried to come back down after that spike, they lifted it back up. They came down, they lifted it back up. Came down, they lifted it back up. They were not letting it get that far. By this time, you already had your value area drawn. Okay, this yellow line it was already down here at this point. It was brought down by all these contracts that were made within that time period. Once price got above this point of control, area, which was, it was generally about this time. This is the point at which I switch over to the current day's value area. I use the current day's value area. I didn't trade today, but I use it all day, especially when the day before you're outside of value area, which I will show you here. One second. Okay. See, this was Friday's value area, and what you would do is you would draw your box. I can do it for you guys. Some people asked me about it before. Basically, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take this. You're going to draw your box. You can do it all the way till 12 o'clock. Okay, that's going to be the time at which you're going to switch the day over anyway. All right, what the heck just happened? All right, anyway, so you will take your box all the way over till 12 o'clock, and that works really well. I mean, I absolutely love it. Those areas are they're just jam-packed areas. A lot of money, lot of money. So anyway, we'll get back out of this now, and let me get back to my pen tool. Get back into here. So, moving on. Market open. Here we are. We're back up in the market open. So, here at market open, we come down. We get past S2. The bulls are not going to let the bears bring it back to S2. That's something that was kind of, it's kind of explanatory. They're not even letting it get below VA low, which is the value area low. You can bring it down. Once it gets above this point of control, and the bears try to bring it down back to the point of control, it's not happening. The bulls are like, no Keltner, boom. It shoots up. We get up there, and we even go above value area at this point. Bears try to step back in and bring it down, not happening. And then we get consolidation, and this is the kind of crap that I hate. I hate when market consolidates. In these areas, you can make money with OTMs. You really can. It's not hard at all, but you're not making a lot. I mean, you're talking about barely enough to cover your transaction fees through Nadex. We come back into value area, and at this point I probably would have lost money because I would have sold down here, because typically price is going to keep going. I would have had a minimal loss. So when I saw this, if I would have seen this turnaround, I would have thrown a buy on, an in the money buy to compensate for this loss, and that's called hedging, where you're going to find all that out tomorrow with Mark. He's a very, very good teacher. He's actually one of the best out there that I've known. And then price kind of stays above value area. And this value area was drawn. It was already on the map by this time. And you can tell they were not letting it get down. So you could get an at-the-money strike above this point, 493. There was one guy who actually I spoke with earlier. He had an out-the-money binary, and then he also had another contract or a spread. He had a spread, and he actually made some money today. He made some good money. He made like, I don't know, 120 bucks, which rounds out to like 720 packs of ramen noodles. But I didn't forget to take notes. I told myself I was going to take notes, and unfortunately that was about as far as I got. I was telling myself to take notes, but regardless, one thing I didn't go over before was the Fisher transformer. This is good. This is going to give you some signals, sell, buy. I don't really go by these very much, especially they're kind of useless on a 1 minute. I mean, if you want to extend it to like a 4-hour period and you get a sell trigger, that's what you want to do. Those are the ones that are like, you're way oversold or you're way overbought, and here comes that trigger, boom, and it's a good, useful tool. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not. I'm not using it right now. And you can tell we're like overbought on the 1 minute, which is pretty much nothing. Being overbought or oversold on a 1 minute chart is basically nothing. It's very easy for that to happen. But when you stretch it to a longer time period, like 4 hours, even 2 or 1, it plays a big part in trading day. I still have it on here. I like to know, it's another line of confirmation when I want to stick some trades out there. But again, I will go back to where it was. So at this point, I'm looking at a buy contract because we're low. We're down in the market. Okay, a buy contract up at value area, which was at 23.56. So we're getting about a 40-point difference. No, way more than that. The contract up here, probably at this point, this early in the day at market open, probably would have been $15 to $20 for a contract up there. It may have been more, because contracts are, especially even OTM contracts, are expensive. What I would have been doing was looking for a buy up here, and it would have been at pivot point. And you're going to basically say, in Nadex, you're going to buy a contract, you're going to say that price is going to finish above. Even though it may not, that's not the point. The point is you're getting it for a much cheaper price, and the chances of it getting there are very, very high, especially when it starts hitting this, and you see this. This is the point probably where I would have got it when I saw this stop moving downward. I would have said, okay, they're not gonna let it go down. It's gonna be moving up. So that probably would have been the point at which I put a buy order up here. Another thing you can do is you can set up alerts. Okay, and that's one great thing about TOS or kind of any other platform that you're going to use is you can set up alerts. Let's see if I can find here. There's all my studies. So you basically, anytime that you're going to when you're looking for a certain point, especially when you get to these R1s, R2s, S1s, S2s, is you can actually set an alert. And what you'll do is you'll go here, create an alert, single alert. You can move it, excuse me, you can move it to pretty much wherever you want, okay, once it's established. You get on here, you can also edit it to, say I wanted at R1. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We will create it at or above. That's what I like. Uh-oh. I think TOS just froze on me. Damn you, TOS. Damn you, POS. I mean, TOS. Okay, let's see. Let's try this again. That's not what I want anywhere. You can notify with sound, email, text message, that type of stuff. Let's see. There we go. Alright. So now once it's here, you can actually move it. So say you want to set it up just below R1 because you want to catch it when it gets to R1. You want to see what's going to happen. You want to see what's going to happen when it gets to R1. You can also set them up down here. So you can see when price starts getting down there, what happens when it gets to that level. Does it pop or does it go below? If it goes below, this instantly is going to turn to a resistance level, not a support level, but a resistance level. And that's kind of another thing to keep in mind. I'm going to take this alert off because my phone will be screaming at me. And that's basically what you can do to get it going. Here was the end of the day. We ended above value area, which I thought was kind of unique for the trading day. It started out on, a downtrend, then it picked up. I mean, there's a lot of politics that play a role into the market. One thing I'll recommend you do is go to forexfactory.com. It's going to give you the daily news of, what news is coming out that could potentially affect the market, make the market move. Now, I'm primarily going to be trading the YM, the Wall Street 30. And that's going to be one that I like. It's more volatile, and I like volatility. Like I said, I didn't trade today. I will trade tomorrow if we have volatility. But I had a busy day again. But anyway, that's it. If you have any questions, hit me up. This is for binary. I almost said binary trade group with Sean Jantz. That's one good guy. That's a great guy. If you, he's probably the only paid service I would ever recommend is binary trade group. But this is binary options boot camp is who we are, and we're not charging anything. This is all a free service, and we're just spreading knowledge. We've seen a lot of people out in the world get scammed and through various places, and we want to kind of create something where we could dump our knowledge out without charging people. Myself, Mark, we all have full-time jobs. We make a living. Trading, to me, I can't speak for him, but trading for me is just fun. It's just extra stuff on the side. But I excelled at it pretty quickly and kind of made the most of it. But if you guys have any questions, hit us up. This is Brian Gardner. You can also contact Mark Sugarman, and we'll be happy to help you out. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in chat. See you later, guys.